Hello everyone, happy Friday to you. Trying to get a little artsy here with the birch tree shadow. It is a beautiful day in Michigan and my hubby tells me it's only going to stay this way. Sunny, I think today's 65 and then it's gonna get like in the 70s. So happiness. Hey Lauren, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Hey Rebecca, glad you're here. This is the Friday edition of We Write. Hey Angela, glad that you are joining us. Hope you had a wonderful, I know you had a wonderful trip overseas. You know what I'm trying to say, Angela. Anyway, Dana, welcome. All right, I'm gonna flip around here. Okay, sorry, that's super bright. I was trying to show you the pretty birch tree. Pretty birch tree. Hey Stacy, welcome, glad you guys are here. Well, I wanted to tell you today on this edition of We Write that I love to read what my friends write. I don't always have time to do that, unfortunately, as you guys might experience. You know, when you're working on your own stuff, sometimes it's hard, but you know what? It keeps you sharper. Hey, Shelly, welcome. So glad you're here. And my friend Abby McDonald wrote a great post over on Purposeful Faith. It was yesterday. I'm going to share the link to it and some other links of favorite things I've read recently on my Facebook page. So it's Katie M. Reed. If you search me, and it's R-E-I-D. Hey, hubby, how are you? I think I've worn this outfit for 3 days. Hubby laughs at me, but you know, when you find a good one and it doesn't get too dirty, you just keep wearing it. That's what I say. Anyway, so yes, if you just search for Katie M. Reed, you can find my author page. And after I get off here, I will share Abby's link and some others as well. But what Abby talked about was, especially when you're pregnant, right, Lauren? Because there's not a ton of options. You want comfortable, right? And I want to match the happiness of the weather outside. So anyway, but Abby wrote this great post about basically following God into uncharted waters and how that, you know, so many times we can let fear stop us from doing things. And, you know, whether that's adding another child to your family, whether that's moving away from family, whether that is like not your immediate family, not your core unit, you know what I'm saying, but extended family. Maybe it means sacrificing your money in a way you haven't before. Maybe it means, am I convicting anyone here? I'm just giving examples. I'll let the Holy Spirit do the work, Shelly. Maybe it means, you know, there's like 5,600 of us that are giving up refined sugars for 40 days. You know, sometimes we can calculate all these things, but this just doesn't, you know, I don't know how this is going to turn out. It might not work out how I want it to, but you know what? We don't want to live with regrets in our life or with our writing. And so yesterday I did something brave. Well, and the brave part was I could have been rejected, right? But as I talk about in my book, my life coach had told me, you know, she asked if I had a history with rejection. I'm like, oh yeah, I can name all these things from past relationships with guys to not making parts in musicals to, you know, now with writing, you know, getting rejections. And that's so hard. But if we never try, we're going to regret it, right? I mean, at least when we get the rejection, we have an answer versus just, oh, I wonder how that would have turned out. So I got brave yesterday and I approached this big site and kind of went straight to the top and asked them if I could blog for them. And they said yes. So that is very exciting. But here's the thing, even if they would have said no, that would have been hard. But my friend said the other day, she's waiting to hear back from an agent. And she said, you know, I just want to pray, hey, if this is what God has, he'll open the doors. If not, he'll close the doors. Thanks, guys. More reveal will be coming. Not quite ready to reveal it yet. But so anyway, but what this friend was saying is, you know, I just want to try and it's up to God, the results. And I just thought that was a great prayer, you know, but if we never put ourselves out there, you know, then we'll never know, right? And so I want to encourage you to be brave. And my friend Abby's post was encouraging me to be brave because it's much safer. I've shared this before, to stay on the shore, right? When we get into those deep waters and we can't touch, we have to depend on the Lord because we don't know what's going to happen. But our part is just to be faithful and just to see what happens, you know? And sometimes I think we talk ourselves out of doing things before we even try. So please don't do that, right? And what my friend Abby shared is she is pregnant, and she just, God kind of made the decision for them, but, there were so many what ifs, but she didn't want to have regrets, at the end of her life. And she also said something that I've heard before too, like, and I'm not saying everyone should have a large family, and I know some people aren't able to have kids or don't want to have kids, but just an aside, is she had said, I don't think I'm going to, you don't regret, or now I'm going to mess this up, guys. It sounded really eloquent in my head, but basically, you're not going to regret having another kid. You're not going to go at the end of like, man, we shouldn't have had number 4. We shouldn't have had number 2. It's like such a gift, even though it's crazy hard. So I am not telling, that's up to each person and God, but I just thought that was a cool thing. And the same thing, it's like, if I never tried to get my book published, at the end of my life, I would regret that. But if I try, I know it was going to come out really beautifully, Shelly, and then it just bombed. But I think you get the point. But, we'd rather try. My daughter was disappointed that she didn't make MasterChef Junior, but you know what? She tried. And I was so proud of her for trying, because now she's not going to wonder, man, I wonder if I would have done that, what would have happened? And it was a big disappointment, but at the same time, she tried, and she can feel proud of that. So I want to encourage you. Is there something with your writing that you need to be brave in? And then also encourage others to be brave too. The way this whole big website thing worked out was because my other friend, Jamie, encouraged me to be brave and kind of held my hand. And she said, hey, this is what you need to do if you want to do it. And so can you do that for someone else today? Are you at a place where you could say, hey, I've learned this trick or this tip, and I want to help somebody else to be able to move forward with their writing? My phone is about ready to die. I know, I was well prepared. I was charging it, but it wasn't charging. Has that ever happened to you guys? But anyway, be brave with your writing. Bravery looks different for a lot of people. It could be, bravery for one person could be taking 3 hours on Saturday and working on their book. Bravery for someone else could be approaching a big website. Bravery for another person could be starting a blog. Bravery for someone else could be reading their words out loud to someone, or, writing a heartfelt letter. Whatever that brave looks like for you today, why don't you do it? The only thing, you'll only get a no if you don't try, right? I mean, you might get a no if you try. Again, bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a no for sure if you don't try. You have a great day too, Shelly. But I just want to encourage you. Encourage your friends and be brave and try that thing that thank you for grace, Dana. And try that thing that maybe you've been avoiding just because you're a little bit scared. Let's venture into the deep waters, fully depending on the Lord, and that He will, good, Lauren, be brave this weekend for sure. So take care, everyone. This is Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back here 1:30 for the Monday message, and go be brave.